Yeah, cool. Brother can open up. Go ahead. Shalom, shalom. Hey, we want to give all praise, all glory, all honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
I want to give double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone, and love, peace, and salutation to you. Hopefully, like brothers out here pushing the truth across the four corners of the globe. And to you, sister, sincere sister, shalom. We're just going to jump right into it.
Yep. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1. It says, the vision of Obadiah, thus said Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So it says an ambassador is sent amongst, this is concerning Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and it's going into the destruction that's going to happen unto Esau, Edom. And everything that he has his hand in, you're going to find that it's going to fall back upon him. For all the men and things that he had league, with the different nations, the confusion that he put, the false doctrines and everything he put out, in the end, it's going to all turn back upon him, and he's going to be brought down low.
The scripture is Paul upon his own head. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Right. Verse 2 says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that sitteth.
I got a precept for you. This is Psalms chapter 7. I think I want to start at verse 16. It says, his mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealings shall come down upon his own plate.
Yep. So everything in which Esau, Edom, so-called white man, has put out into the world, it's going to fall right back upon him. And one of the biggest things that we're looking forward to is those nuclear missiles. You're looking for, because he's created those, and through his creation, he has shown forth through Hiroshima, Nagasaki, just to show a couple examples that he had shown his power. And through that power, it's going to fall back upon him. So he think that he, is going to push forth his enterprise.
Yeah, that's part of his blessing too. The sword, because that's an extension of the sword. The missiles, tanks, planes, all of that is a part of it.
Yeah.
Pestilence.
Yep, the pestilence, all of that. That's all part of the sword. Yeah. Brother got it.
Yeah.
Did you still got more on that, Ash?
That was it.
Okay.
Well, it's the book of Proverbs, chapter 26, verse 27. It says, whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein. And he that rolleth a stone, it will return unto him. All right, so all those things that he think he's going to get away with, all right, those traps and pits that he set for us, man, the Lord going to let it fall right upon him, man.
Well, like you said, surely thou should not go unpunished.
God,
The book of Jeremiah, So all these deeds, the white man, he won't go unpunished, He's going to be judged, according to his works,
Yeah, he don't want to pay.
Yeah.
But they're gonna have to
pay up time,
because they'll quit themselves, but they won't. But the Lord ain't gonna quit them.
That's right.
The rent is due, motherfucker.
That's it.
Go back to verse 3.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, it's Obadiah verse 3. It says, the pride of thine heart has deceived thee.
That devil was prideful, man. That's a prideful devil, man. He boasts his pride. Okay, and just like you got the general right now in the U.S. saying they still believe they're the strongest country. Nobody can ever beat them. Just prideful, man.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yep. It's technology. This technology has made him proud. He's creating all these different things, and he think that nothing can go above what he's doing, man. So in his eyes, in his mind frame, it's like, hey, I'm creating all this stuff. Who could come and destroy me. Who can take me down?
He's still on top of the
Yeah.
world.
He's so, yeah.
He has the money, right? He has the technology right now. He has the power, but it was all given to you by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and it's going to be taken away from you by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right,
And that pride has been shown before, because if you remember, through history, that's why we go into the history. That was Rome's downfall, spreading their armies thin. They were and everywhere. And America right now is the bully. He is the army of it. He polices the earth right now, but he's spreading that army throughout the whole earth, man. That's what will be his downfall. I know all these other countries. That's why he's got other countries helping. That's what Rome did. Rome incorporated other countries into their armies. And people are you got Moabites in the American army. Okay, so when China rises up, what do you think the people gonna do? They gonna go back to the other side, man. They don't how to. The only reason why other countries invest in America is because of the money here, man. That's it. And when that runs out, man, it's gonna be all hell.
I got a precept. This is Psalms 10 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts.
Yeah. That's why that's why they had that witch doctor.
Yeah.
Up at the WEF.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
But Lord's will, we're gonna get into some of that. Let me finish this out. It says, his ways are always grievous, thy judgments are far above out of his sight.
Mm-hmm.
As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them.
Yeah.
How when you were little, I dare you.
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing. He's puffing at his enemies because he had that technology through the missiles. But now that the other nations got those missiles, he's not able to manipulate them as he used to.
That's how he rules his earth.
That's right.
Through his military,
Yeah.
If you don't accept the dollar, then war. It's just as simple as that, man.
If you don't come to democracy will come to you.
Right.
They'll show you like a meme with a plane dropping bombs.
Right.
On the top it says, if you don't come to democracy, and at the bottom it says, democracy will come to you.
Right.
And then that's the whole thing. What they do first, they send economic hitmen.
Yep.
They go up in there, offer money to the different leaders of the world. And if they play games, then cool. If not, then they send the real hitmen, the jackals and all of that.
Blackwater and all those different military groups.
Yes.
Justin,
Let's
go
go.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Now go ahead, man.
No.
All right, go back to y'all.
No,
I thought the
Yeah. We want to talk about a little bit of that demon they had up there.
That was something.
And there's the panel of seven people.
Yeah.
And then he went to each one of them.
Each one of them. Yeah. That was heavy.
I want to get someone once you finish that, if I may.
This is Isaiah chapter 47. And I'm going to start in verse 10. It says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Oh, well, you know what? But now they putting it out there in front.
Yeah.
So everybody can see it.
Yeah.
So now the people can. Well, we see it.
We see it.
But the average Joe look at it just like it's just something regular.
Yeah, they actually gonna be confounded because see we already knew this thing was already spiritual, man. But by them having that witch to come up there, it's actually them get back home. It's spiritual. It's always been spiritual.
It's showing you that he operated on the left hand side.
That's right.
Go ahead. It says, none, and thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me.
That's pride. That's pride. That, right there, that's pride. He's the ultimate pride. He has the ultimate pride demon on him. Like it's me and nobody else. I'm doing. You see what I'm doing. You see what I'm creating. All right. Hey, ain't nobody got this kind of technology. All right. So that's what's happening. When you get into that type of state where you think that nothing can tear you down, man, you put yourself above your Howard. And your thought process, you think you more than God, man. All right, go ahead.
Hey, I watched it. It's like I watched this movie. You may have seen it. It was the first movie, not Oppenheimer, but it was the first one called Fat Boy. It was about the bombs that they made.
Little Man.
That Little Man. Did you see that one?
Nah.
Man, it was older. Paul Newman played the general.
Okay.
But in this movie, when Oppenheimer made the bomb, you could see the expression on his face when he made it. He wasn't expecting it to be as great. And when he did it, he had the glasses on, and when he did it, you could see the wind hitting him, and then he just raised up and just looked up in the sky like what though? Like, man, we created this. It was awesome. Man, I stumbled upon it because there was an old remake. It was the first one before Oppenheimer. Kind of work.
It says, thy wisdom. It says, thy wisdom and thy knowledge have perverted thee, and thou hast said in thy heart.
Is that Isaiah 47?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, go ahead. That's beautiful.
And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. It says, therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. Like the brother was saying, when they made that nuke.
Yeah.
When in the movie Oppenheimer, when he made the nuke, he was having visions of the nukes hitting Americans.
In America, yeah.
You know, it says, and mischief shall fall upon thee, and thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. It says what? Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries,
Right.
wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
Right. Now, Baba Kushar, before you read, somebody get Leviticus 19. You got it.
19 and
And,
17.
I'm already at 1926.
36.
36.
It says, if so be.
I'm sorry, no. What were you say? What 16 you say?
Did you say 17? 17
19.
Is that the one with the enchantments?
No, yeah, that was 19 to 26. That was 19 to 26. Ye shall not eat
Yeah,
anything.
that's it. Yeah.
It says, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels.
Right, that's what you had. I'm sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, bro. You got it.
That's why they wearied in the multitude of the councils. That's why they trying to publicly show. I was saying when I sit down lesson, the Spirit just had me say it. I said they're gonna start showing you the witchcraft they in eventually.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they did a full blown incantation with the World Economic Forum.
Yeah, and that's never happened. Well, I know since I've been watching that, I've never seen nothing like that. Yeah.
Was that usually? I'm sorry, what's that?
They started when they started showing those rituals live last year. They were showing a lot of different rituals live last year.
Oh,
You know
and
why
also,
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
You know why it's like that right now? Because they already got the world by the balls where they want it.
right.
You know,
Right.
so it's like, you know, pretty much they're showing the world their ass to kiss.
Yeah.
We doing this.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You know.
And all the other time I seen that is when they introduced CERN. They did when they did the CERN, they had the rituals dance before they opened it up.
The portal.
The portal, yeah.
Now somebody get that in Leviticus.
I got it, yeah.
And then
Leviticus.
somebody get the blue letter. Cause we're gonna look something up real quick. Cause the elder read about the stand out with that enchantments.
Mm-hmm.
Now what we're gonna read right now is also uses the word enchantments, but there's two different Hebrew words there, and we're gonna deal with both of them.
Con.
So somebody get
This,
that.
I got the Leviticus 19:26. This is Leviticus 19:26. He said, "Ye shall not eat anything with the blood, neither shall ye use enchantments,
Right.
nor observe times."
Right. So now the word enchantments, and they can't say that they didn't know because they got the scriptures. That's what the Lord said unto the wicked.
God.
The Lord said, "What hast thou to do? Declare my statutes, and that you to take my covenants in thy mouth, see now his instructions, and cast my words behind me." Now, when you look up that word enchantment, somebody could look it up in the blue letter. You got it? Bring it up.
It's the word nakash.
Right, nakash. Now, nakash is not going to tell you here. We're going to read what it means. But nakash, when you go into the Hebrew, also means serpent, snake.
Ooh.
You see? Because that's how they're pushing their enchantments. And the snake in the ancient times was known as a reptile of wisdom, so-called wisdom, on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Now, when you go into the Assyrian form of the Hebrew, the la is shaped like a coiled serpent. You know, because in the word, in the la, the coiled serpent, la, stands for lamad, which means to learn. So read that.
It is to practice divination, divine, observe signs, learn by experience, diligently observe, practice, fortune telling, taken as an omen.
Now, somebody go to Nahum 3 and 5, because now it says what? Through experience. So these things that they're doing, they're experienced at it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the Most High calls them a master, but in a feminine form.
Mistress.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mistress.
You know, and that's what they calls them the mistress of witchcraft,
Yeah.
because they've actually mastered the art of witchcraft. And if somebody also get Ecclesiasticus 19:22. But go ahead, y'all got it.
The Nahum.
Yes.
This is Nahum chapter 3, verse 5. It says, Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdom thy shame.
Now is verse 4 where it says mistress of witchcraft?
Yes, come.
Okay, read
Well,
that
it said, through her witchcraft. This is verse 4, Nahum 3 and 4. It said, Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of the witchcrafts.
And you know what, that goes hand in hand with the book of Revelation, chapter 17. How all the nations drunk of the wine in their cup, you know. So she is a well-favored harlot.
Yep.
You know, because she, you know, you got your hoes, but then you got the top hoes.
Right.
She the bottom bitch.
Bottom bitch.
Madam.
You know? So go ahead.
It says that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts.
Right, and their witchcraft is all goes into their incantations. You know, like you look at I don't know the bitch name. You know, that chick that be with Jay-Z.
No, he's talking about.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Witch.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I think I sent it to.
Start with a D.
Yeah, I can't remember her
Demonica or
name.
something like that.
Yeah, and she just called it Demonica.
Yeah, she do. She do the spirit cooking.
Yeah. So and then
Yeah.
there's a
That's a weird
picture
thing.
with her
Yes.
and him looking at each other's eyes. You
Huh.
can see he's like under her spell.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what that shaman or whatever that thing was that was casting spells.
Yeah.
You know, at the West, because they're putting people into a witchcraft state. Now the people that were on the panel, they weren't affected by that. You could see there wasn't, you know, it's like to them it's like nothing, but the people watching are the ones that's really being affected by that. Because the incantations are meant to blind the people. That's what the scriptures say. Because what are they trying to do? They're trying to bring in the new system of the MOTB, right, which is a new economic system. And what the scriptures say, it says that the majority of people are going to be deceived into taking that MOTB.
Oh, her name's Marina
Abramovich. Yeah,
Abramovich.
that's a you know. Now there's a picture. I'm not sure if I sent it to a couple of you brothers here, but there's a picture to you. Now you notice that they were looking at each other eye to eye, you know, and you could see he was all like under a spell.
Yeah.
And you see this, you know, the more you look at these,
demons
the more you look at these, there it is. The more you look at these celebrities taking pictures, you know, like back in the days, you'd be like, damn, that bitch look good, you know. Now you're looking and you look into their eyes, you can see the demons, you know, that they're infested with demons. You know?
This one right
I'm
here.
gonna put
Yeah,
this,
that's it. That's the one. Yep.
I'm gonna put this link in the I'm gonna put this link in the chat.
Come. So you get what I got.
Yeah, because
No.
I was saying, you know, I watched an interview with Beyonce and she was talking about how the demons just come over her. She said she go back, but she just in her normal state.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sasha.
That's why they come up with those secondary
The
names.
second name, yeah.
Yeah.
Sasha.
You know, first they be like Lil Wayne, then it's Tucci, then it's Beyonce, then it's Sasha Fierce.
Yeah, what's the name? Was Nicki Minaj, it's Roman.
Yeah, Roman, like be those demons
Yeah.
that they let take over them, you know.
Yeah.
She said when she takes over her body, she don't even, she look back, she don't even know who she is on stage.
Hey, John Todd said that. He said he
sure
said the ultimate goal of a witch is to allow the demons to take possession of their body.
Yeah.
And to do that, you have to go through certain rituals.
Yeah. Yeah.
And those rituals that they go through allow the portals of the demons to enter into them
Yeah,
and possess them.
The actors even say that too. They say they have to do certain things. As a matter of fact, I think what's his name? They played the Joker, the first Joker.
Heath Ledger.
No, the first one. Jack Nicholson.
Jack
He talked to Keith Ledger and told him. He said, watch that role.
Yeah.
He said because it's
It
he
comes
told
as a
him.
surprise.
It comes.
There's a lot of demons that come with that role.
He should know.
And he should
You should be
yeah.
very,
You see-
very careful.
You see, he fucked up now.
You know, he's Satan's brother.
Yeah.
I got some real quick. Cause
Bring
some
it
you
up.
said, but this is during the time of Egypt when we was in
Oh
Egypt.
damn.
Oh man, don't
Yeah.
tell me you're going to Exodus.
Yeah, that's why I was
But he mentioned, how they take over their body. I'll start from 10.
Okay.
I'm gonna go into the word musician. Exodus 7-10. And Moses and Aaron went into Pharaoh
Yep.
and did so as the Lord had commanded. And Aaron cast down his rod before Pharaoh
Mm-hmm.
and before his servants, and then became a serpent.
Yeah.
But you mentioned
the
that.
Nakash.
Yeah,
Nakash.
Which
yeah.
is pretty much the serpent. Now,
Yeah.
when you go to the word enchantment, it'll take you back to the word Nakash, but it won't take you back to the root word. But when you go to the word serpent, it takes you back to the other Nakash, which means divination.
Right. Right.
You know?
So showing you it's the same thing all over again. It's
Yeah.
not new under the sun.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
You know, and it says then Pharaoh also called the wise man
Yep.
and the sorcerers. That's who was on that panel.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
You know. And now the musicians of Egypt, they also did like manner with their enchantments.
That's
you
right.
see? Now let's look up the word.
Yeah, because they had power on the left hand side,
Yeah.
but that power only went so far.
Yep. Yep.
You know, like even with witchcraft, it's only so about 75-80% accurate or whatever they say it is.
Yeah.
The ratio.
Yeah.
You know, it's not 100%.
Yeah.
With the truth, it's 100% accurate all the time.
And with the left hand side, also the other part has to come through. Like you said, you have to allow them. They have to believe that they have to believe.
Yeah.
That's just like with the voodoo.
Yeah.
You have to believe sort of for the other percentage.
Yeah.
Now the word musician, when you go into it, it says diviner, magician,
Mm-hmm.
astrologer. It says engraver, writer. It says only in derivative sense of one possessed
Hmm.
of occult knowledge.
Hey,
Beautiful.
now
see?
Papa said that he said they the ones that was on the panel, they really wasn't real. But when she was blowing on them, they were still getting incantated with because she blew on each one of them.
Yep.
So even that whether believe it or not, they think it's hocus pocus or whatever. You still you a part of it.
Yeah, because pretty much that's like the I guess for lack of better words, the priesthood of money.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
You know, because every kingdom has to have, they have to have a priesthood.
Mm-hmm.
They have to have a religious rite, ceremonies. They have to have those that are good with money, because a nation will not thrive unless they have some sort of economy and government established. You know, you got more to that?
But that was it.
Okay.
Yeah. I looked up the word in enchantment in what is it? Is it down further? It's an 11, I think. It's
When you look it up, it says a flame angelic sword.
yeah, angelic sword. Yeah.
Right? Then it says when you go to the bottom, it says flaming enchantment.
It's a flame in the chariot. Yep.
Then it said when you go, it says a blaze. Also the ideal of enwrapping, so the shit ain't off you.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
So when she was blowing on them,
Yeah.
they was
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, because even
Super.
like in the music business, you'll have like a particular room where they take the records in, and put incantations on them, so that the song might be bad,
Yeah.
but the way they do it is that music, when it hits the people after they put that so-called demonic blessing on it hypnotizes people
Yeah.
to where they want to buy it. They have to have it.
Yeah.
And when they see the people on the stage or whatever, people be fainting.
Yeah.
That's that same enchantment. What was that?
No. But they showed that on Clone Tyrone.
So I was just gonna say.
Then they keep playing it over and over on the radio.
Yeah, that's
what-
That's what they keep. They be the same song all day.
Yeah, Jeezy had a song saying we would say keep that song on repeat.
Yeah.
But the shit will just because it'll get into you. Your spirit.
Yeah.
You keep listening to it,
That
and
song.
you'll start acting out
Come.
some of those things that you're listening to all day long.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My boy was playing that Bones. There was when I was in the world, man. Something about that song, that Mo Murder. I hated that. I was like, man, don't play that shit in my car. I hated that song. But because you know, it just that's all it said. More murder, all come over and over and over. Go ahead, D-Man. You had something?
There was this Japanese doctor named Masaru Emoto who did a study on water. He what he did was he slowly freeze water while he was playing different music to the water. When he played like gospel music, or when he played like classical music or jazz, or R&B music, it will make beautiful snowflakes, because the frequencies will make the snowflakes form into beautiful snowflakes. But when he played rock and roll, when he played rap, when he played like
heavy metal.
Yeah, heavy metal. You know what I'm saying? It formed into ugly. It formed into ugly, deformed
Flakes.
flakes.
Yeah.
And the human body is 70% water, so you got to be careful what you're taking in. Surely there's no enchantment against Jacob,
Right.
but still,
Yeah.
but still, you got to be careful the things you take on, that you don't overwhelm yourself in shit, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to get away from shit, man. Like, for real, man, because all the stuff that he's putting out here is to affect you.
Yep.
Even to your clothing.
Yeah.
So if you're constantly, if you become over bombarded with shit, it's like you got to get away from some shit sometimes, man.
Yeah.
So you got matter of fact, before you read that, I'm gonna read this because the elder read about the magicians, the soothsayers, the so-called wizards and wise men of the Egyptian Empire, which Nebuchadnezzar also had his cabinet of the left-hand priesthood. So this is just to back up the elder Ayash, 2 Timothy 3:8 says, "Now as Jannes and Jambres withstood Moses, so do these also resist the truth. Men of corrupt minds reprobate concerning the faith." Because you had those witches and warlocks, and that's why these individuals that come against the doctrine and start teaching something different, they're possessed by demons. Those same demons that are in these people out here that are doing all these witchcraft things are the same demons that's in these jakes that are coming to the truth and fall out and start teaching a total different doctrine.
Right.
And to back you up, is one thing that I've heard the apostle, the elders mention, is there's a pattern too. Like he said, they first fall out.
That's right.
Then they go against the teachers. Then they start changing the doctrine, and then eventually they start to fade out.
They lose everything, because the Lord pretty much is that leaky vessel.
Run out of gas.
Yep. So you got that in, and then whatever you brothers got.
Sirach 19:22. The knowledge of the wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence.
Right. So the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. It has wisdom to a certain degree, but it's not true wisdom, because the knowledge of evil and wickedness and doing that, the penalty for that is destruction. The wages of sin is death. So you continue down that path, eventually you're gonna get judgment.
Right.
Yeah, brother got it.
I was it on that.
Like scripture that elder quoted.
I think he
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 23, verse 23. It says, "Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel."
Yeah, because the enchantments only work for them, those that believe in them.
Right.
Right. What is that scripture? So as a man thinketh, so is he. So enchantments work if you fear them, if you believe that they'll work. But if you don't give that enchantment no power, it won't have no power over you, man. That's why they say certain people, they say in Haiti, they said they can only the doctors on witch doctors can only do enchantments on people who wrong people in most instances. Like if they wronged you, and then it's like they increase the effect of God's judgment. But it's like people don't just be going around just putting spells on people for no reason.
Right. Somebody that wronged you.
Right.
Yep.
I looked at the word enchantment. It says a feeling of great liking for something wonderful and unusual. Right? Like captivation, these are synonyms. Enthrallment, fascination, Then you have number 2, a psychological state induced by, or is if induced by a magical incantation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's what they're doing. They're pushing that spell. You know, through music, through movies, through everything that they put out there. And the last one, the bottom one, is a magical spell. Synonym bewitchment.
Let's finish this off. It says, according to this time, it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what have Yahweh Hashem Yahushai wrought. Yeah, that was it.
You have something?
This is Exodus 22 and 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
That's right, and that's plain and simple. Now, when you go into the Greek word of that word witch, it goes into the word pharmakia,
God.
which goes into your drugs, you know, because like even this guy, what's his name? John Todd even broke it down, saying that witches and drugs go hand in hand.
Right.
You know, because they have to be drugged up. Because when they get drugged up, the demons can enter in and take over.
Yep.
You know, that's why they're in a state of it's like they're conscious but they're not.
Yeah.
You know, they're not really. It's them, but it's not really them because their mind state is altered.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening in the world today. They're changing people's minds, and notice that the majority of people today are leaning towards there's no God.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they're turning into atheists.
Yeah.
You know, it's like their whole devotion is not a devotion to the Heavenly Father or higher power.
Yeah.
It's a devotion to themselves.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a devotion to this world.
Yeah.
Y'all got it.
They also said that they doing research now on if you notice even the coloring of cars, they're trying to make everything devoid of color now. They're trying to go back to a black and white because color harbors vibrations, and they trying to make cars like just black, grays, and it was a study they did on it. I was like, man, I kind of noticed that.
Man, what was that movie we was watching, man?
They
It
Live?
was based off the New World Order, man. But
1984.
84.
I think that was it. But it was
yeah.
in, you know, they only had on
Black
white,
and white.
Yeah,
in there.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
they had on black
yeah.
and white.
And that's what they you know, that's
Yeah,
that
it's true.
Yeah, you know. You got something? You got something else?
Who was reading?
No,
That was it. Read it again. If anybody else got some, you know, bring it out.
No, this is Exodus 22.
Okay.
Yep.
Exodus 22 and
If
18.
not, whatever y'all go to, we gonna shoot back to Obadiah.
Go back to that after that.
Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
That's point blank.
Yeah.
You know, and all of that goes back to the same thing: the serpent. You know, the enchantments. You know, incantations. All of that shit goes back to witchcraft.
Yeah.
Yep. America is full of witchcrafts.
Yep. That's
You know, you already got the pharmaceutical industries, and then you got them bringing in drugs.
Yep.
You know, that's the whole war over there in
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan was about. Man.
That's right.
You know, so they bringing it because they know drugs are gateways to demons.
That's right. Right.
You know.
And
Yeah, then
and-
you have this the so-called religious side of it, which is the false prophet in Revelation, which is the Vatican City.
Yeah.
Now, Vatican City is a compound word. Vates, which is the Latin word for prophet, and then the Khan is a Mayan word for serpent. The serpent prophets, or the prophets of the serpent. You know, and it makes sense because it's all part of that same system. It's all part of that, you know, the 7 heads and 10 horns, you know, of that dragon. You know, so everything that Esau does is for a reason. It's a purpose. You know, you don't just do anything just to be doing it. It ain't like Jake. Jake just do shit just to do it because he look good. They have a purpose in everything that they do. You know, to get to another. They have an ulterior motive for everything that they do.
So they can have that energy.
So another part of that witchcraft.
Go ahead.
I said another part of that witchcraft is the television.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh,
big
yeah.
part of it.
Program.
They
Yeah.
they be programming your mind. Your eyes are seeing, your ears are hearing at the same time.
Social
You know,
media.
That's social. That's why they give us these phones from now, because now you got it in your hand all day long.
Right.
You don't have to ever let it go.
Yeah.
So they like you have these phones. You know, Jake will be on the phone all day long,
All day.
literally.
Yeah.
So it's all type of information
Man.
and thing agendas being pushed through these phones.
Yeah.
All right, they catch up. Now they got the thing with algorithms where you look at certain stuff. Now stuff will just pop up. the things that you search the most.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Esau, like the apostle was saying, they got a plan. They are
Yeah.
real demons, man. They really thinking things through, man.
Did a diligent search.
That's it.
Diligent search.
They did the diligent
But
search.
I think I forgot who mentioned that. Just said that I think it was mentioned before the cameras came on. How everything is in touch with everything. And when somebody mentioned about the clothes, even like the fabrics like cotton, they don't want to sell you cotton because cotton it carries a certain type of frequency. That's why everything is mixed fabric.
Yep.
And
And they do it so good, Elder, that they know what fabric to put with what to make it offset. Or to make you sick.
That's right.
Or break down your immune system. They know what fabrics to put together to break you down. Right? So we're dealing with something that we got to really depend on the Lord for, because we're dealing with something that's really out of our hands.
Yeah.
All right?
And they put you on a low vibration.
No vibration.
You
That's
know?
the key.
Now, even when you have the 100% cotton, some of that cotton is GMO cotton.
GMO.
So it's all 100% cotton, but it's still got a low vibration because it's not natural.
That's not natural, right?
I got a scripture.
Yeah.
Psalm 64:2, it says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked,
That's it.
from the insurrection of workers of iniquity."
Yeah, because they're trying to push that vibration on everybody on the earth. You gotta understand, these devils are in charge.
That's right.
They're not comfortable doing righteous things.
That's right.
So they're going to build a world where they can be themselves because it's their world. So they're going to put a vibration out there to where they're comfortable in.
Yep.
You know, they don't care if the world is uncomfortable as long as they're comfortable in it. That's why you go back to the 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s. They used to have them crazy parties with them devils with all them different kind of masks and all that. That's all freakism.
Masquerade balls.
Yeah, it's all freakism. You know, that's why they killed Stanley Kubrick. Because he came out with that movie Eyes Wide Shut, and in there he showed a scene of the rituals that they commit. You know, and this some real shit. This is why you hear these so-called rappers and singers and then talking about they went to these different parties and these mansions and then all kind of bunch of freakism going on. That's what they thrive off of. This is what Satan told Yahushua, if you bow down and worship me, all this will I give to you. So if you bow down to Satan, you got to do the things that Satan wants you to do. And they being the sons and daughters of Satan, they're going to set up a world that's conducive to their likings, to their well-being, to their that the way that they like to set it up. And it's all about wickedness because they are the wicked.
The Psalms 58 says the wicked are estranged from the Lord. They come in this world, it's wicked, man.
That's
all right.
I got something.
It's some more. It says, "Who wilt their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot the arrows, even better words." You know, when they meet in these different forums, you know, pass these different laws. It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, and that's what they're doing. Because really, they're meeting up to see what they're gonna do with the children of Israel. You know, it says, "Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not." See, they don't got no fear of it. You know, that's why they're doing it.
Yeah, because they think the Most High is on their side. They say, man, we've been kicking these people in the ass all this time. The Lord ain't do nothing to us. He must be one of us.
That's why the people say, "Who sees me?"
Yeah,
They don't always see what they're doing.
that's right.
Verse 5, it says, "They encourage themselves in an evil matter, and commune of laying snares privily."
Why? Because they are comfortable in that environment. Just like Jake is comfortable talking about the Most High, talking about Yahushua, you know, talking about the scriptures or different. They're comfortable doing the wicked shit. They're comfortable doing that paranormal type shit, you know, where they're just doing some demonic shit.
Yeah, where they go walking through the graveyards at night and shit. You know,
Drinking out of skulls.
You know, it's 12 midnight. You know, you want to go in the graveyard? Fuck no.
That's what lets you know that we got it. We two different spirits, man.
It says, they say, "Who shall see them?"
That's it.
They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
That's it.
Both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
Like throwing the rock and hand to hand.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm gonna get something else too though.
See, and that's they do it in secret, but now they're to the point where they're not trying to hide
Ain't
it.
trying to hide it. Yeah.
Because one of the last steps is what? Letting the world know what God they really worship.
Yeah.
You know, and it's right in people's faces.
Yeah.
Here it is, you got this this forum that's supposed to be hammering out policies for the economy of the world, a future world, and they're showing you a witch throwing incantations on people. You know?
Right.
Future.
In your
Yeah.
face.
Right in your face.
You know, I got something else. This is Wisdom of Solomon 12:1. For thy incorruptible spirit is in all things. Therefore thou chastest thou them by little and little that offend.
Right.
Warnest them by putting them in remembrance wherein they have offended, that leaving their wickedness, that they may believe on thee, O Lord. For it was thou willed to destroy by the hands of our fathers both those old inhabitants of the Holy Land, whom thou hatest for doing the most odious works of witchcraft.
Right, and that's what the Lord said. When you go into this land, you're gonna see how they're set up, and you're gonna see their worship. You better not follow after that. Don't do that. Because if you do that, this is the reason why they're getting kicked out of this land.
Yeah.
So if you do that, you're gonna get kicked out too.
That's right.
You see,
So I got something for you. Hit it on the head. It's Deuteronomy chapter 18. I want to start at verse 10. It said, there shall not be found among you, it said, there shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consultant with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer.
And it covers everything.
Yeah.
You know, and right there it says back then they used to actually offer the children in fire and sacrifice to Molech. Today they do. You know how they do it today? Today they do it by offering their sons and daughters to be, moles. You know, that's them burning their children to Molech at this time.
Like Dwayne Wade.
Yep.
Dwayne Wade.
Jada Pinkett and Will Smith.
Those the first
And the
two
list
I saw.
goes on.
Yeah, exactly.
You see, is
Magic Johnson.
yeah. Right, that nigga should have been playing basketball like his father.
Yeah.
That big 6'8" nigga trotted around LA
With a purse.
with a purse.
A purse.
Yeah, Merce. It says verse 4, 12 and 4. Wisdom of Solomon. It says, whom thou hatest the most odious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices, and also those merciless murders of children,
Right.
and devourers of man flesh, and the feasts of blood, with their priests out.
Wait a minute. The Feast of Blood. Hey, we can't say too much about it because Esau, but they got that chrome.
The chrome.
Talking about.
Right.
And that's what those are, sacrifices of blood.
Yeah.
Because they'll scare a child, to the point where they almost die, and so that they could, drink the chrome.
Which they was just showing, which they were just doing underground.
And they put that, and they record themselves doing it.
Yeah.
And let you and they'll tell you what they're doing. Like they get on these talk shows, and I've heard them talk about it.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Sure did.
right on talk shows.
I think it was Oprah's show. She was telling a girl about that.
Go ahead, Oprah.
It says, with their priests out.
Everybody got a priesthood.
Yeah.
The Most High got his priesthood. Esau got his priesthood. The nations got their priesthood.
Correct.
But their priesthood is on the left-hand side.
That's right.
The Romans, they had a priesthood. The Greeks, and all the rest of the other nations. You got it.
With their priests out of the midst of their idolatrous crew, and the parents that killed with their own hands, souls destitute of help.
Right, because them children they can't help themselves.
Yeah.
And you know what? How they doing that today? By allowing these devils to indoctrinate these young children into this foul, filthy lifestyle.
That's right.
They don't have a choice to choose, but if you're brought up that way, they understand that if you train up a child from a child, they're not gonna depart from that.
Yeah.
So if they train them to be some freaks from the beginning, they'll never leave from that.
Right.
And that's where you see the majority of children today, they're like freaked out.
And they actually do freaky shit too.
Yeah.
You know, they damage the shit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
They never recover from that shit.
That's
man.
I actually saw a video. One of them, some chick had a kid. I don't know, it was a daycare or whatever. But there was a whole bunch of little girls dancing the "Sexy Red" song. I mean, twerking,
Yeah.
like, little kids.
Yeah, little
it
girls
looked like a daycare, but they was all girls.
No,
It was whoever. It was a lot of. It was horrible.
And it was the black one. So you see the one with the black woman had the little kid on the strip swinging around.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yep.
Swinging around the stripper pole, man.
It's like
And that little boy doing it
You
too.
done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay,
I'm done.
Hey, I got something to support what you were saying earlier, because like I said, for you to perform witchcraft or whatever, you have to believe, man. But this is Hebrews 11:6. He said, "But without faith, it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to the power must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of them who diligently seek Him." So how much? So if this is right on the right hand side, how much more on the left hand side? So you must have to believe in that shit, and that's why she was going on that stage. She was blowing all these, even if they didn't believe, she was putting that incantation on them, and they was gonna get it either way because they don't want to leave that lifestyle. That's why you got so many on TikTok. You got all these people just being millionaires. You think they're gonna leave that money to come over to? No, they're not gonna leave that, man. They're gonna get that MO to the team.
And now witchcraft is a big thing because now
Yeah.
you can go on TikTok and you got people doing readings.
Actually, readings.
Actually
with
doing
the cards.
readings
Yeah.
on fucking TikTok and shit, or live readings.
Yes.
Doing what's the name of that shit? With
Tarot
card reading.
And when we was younger, what was it? She died, yeah. And see, it was that's why you know we got to get to it, because now just like this truth is broadcast through the and the through, you got witchcraft also multiplying. You know, because they doing them readings on TikTok now. You know, so back then it was Cleo, the 1-800 line. I used to call it. You know, what? Man.
Yeah, it's the Obadiah chapter or verse 3.
Back to Obadiah.
Yeah.
Says, "The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart."
Right, and part of that pride was their witchcraft, man. But also their military. All right, them not falling, man. You know, nobody able to actually take these devils down, and really can't nobody take them down. You know, only Yahweh Shai can take them down.
That's right.
The one that actually set them up. The scripture said the Most High settles down one and what put up another.
Right.
You know. So we can't take down Esau, man. We can only prophesy about Esau going down, man.
And that's
Until
why
the Lord give us the power.
Yeah, that's why King David said, "Who shall lead me into the strong city? Who shall
that's
lead
right.
me into Edom?" Now we know that wasn't talking about back then because they were kicking Esau in the ass.
That's right.
You know, so the one was that talking about it. He was talking about in the future, because of King David being a king and also being a prophet, he saw in the future that Esau was going to be in great power. You know, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, let's say I've seen the wicked spread itself like a green bay tree.
Yep.
You know, so this devil he's everywhere, man. You know, he got military bases everywhere. You know, spread his seed everywhere. You know, go on here.
So, "Who shall bring me down to the ground?"
Yeah, the Most High gonna bring you down to the ground. You know, when we just reading Isaiah 47, he says, "What comes in the dust, old virgins of the Babylon." You know, who art to be destroyed. You know, who gonna destroy you? How about Yahweh Shai? About what? Thermonuclear missiles, man. You see?
Man, I got something about that. This is the book of Psalms 37, and I'll start at 34. "Wait on the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. I have seen the wicked in great power, and spreading himself like a
Right,
great
say in great power,
Yeah.
and he everywhere, man. He's spreading his wickedness everywhere, man. You know.
It says, "Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. He was not."
You know, you can't go nowhere and not see a goddamn Edomite, man. He even try to go to these fucking secluded islands and get his ass shot with bow and arrows. You know, and he's actually willing to die and fucking get ate by
Alligator.
by fucking Jaffe.
And the content.
Hit him with the
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. They actually had a movie about that.
Get his ass barbecued.
Yeah, that was,
Then he
they was eating this
He
shit.
wake up in a big ass kettle of
Yeah.
water and shit with some carrots in
Yeah.
it.
She
motherfucker.
was the chick was a virgin and shit.
Old tomatoes.
They did an interview. They had to do an interview with one of them dudes. And he
Yeah.
told him, "Shut up! You talk too much before I eat you."
Damn.
Yeah.
You know, that's how he was talking to him
Yeah.
in the video.
Yeah.
You know?
Damn. See?
See, but Esau could
Yeah,
deal
yeah.
with them. Esau could deal with them them people over there because they into they into that witchcraft too. So Esau kind of he be dealing with them, man. But even though he get his hat handed to his ass. So
God. It says, I sought him, but he could not be found. That was it.
Mhm.
You got it, bro.
Oh, this is just the back of what the brother was going into it. Obadiah, this is Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever,
Mhm.
and their dwelling places to all generations. They call the lands after their own names. And that's why Esau think that his house gonna stand no matter what. The scripture, who should bring us down to the ground.
Right.
They think that they'll never be defeated. But hey, the scriptures speak of what you're going to be. You're going to be taken down in the end, man. All right, it's over for you.
Yeah.
All right, and we can see your kingdom falling right before our eyes, man.
You got all these what's the name of that? Agenda 2030 and all this. So
Yeah.
he got so many plans
So
for the
many,
future.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
You don't think he
he
going
don't think he's going down,
Yeah.
man.
I
You
should
know,
sit as a lady forever.
Yeah.
that's right.
Oh, Revelation.
Reading that, right?
Can I,
And we might have to go back to that,
Yeah.
man, because you quoted that somebody got to hold that Isaiah 47.
There's a lot of meat on that.
You know,
That's why I was at.
because that's the thing, and that's what's going to that's what's going to make his downfall so epic.
Yeah.
Because he don't think he's going down, and these people that's walking around Earth don't think he's fucking
Right.
going down.
Yeah.
You know,
It's just like Pharaoh didn't think he was
Yeah.
going down.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, they back then Pharaoh would have never thought he was going down.
Yeah.
And back then there was that empire.
Yeah.
You know, and when after that, you know, the Red Sea incident, they never rose to the prominence that
That's
they
right.
once had.
That's right.
yeah,
Now,
because you would tell a nigga, no, America gonna go. We got the greatest, aren't we?
yeah.
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 We
And you got Jake to say that. Jake to say that. We
You
got
know,
the
we
greatest.
got the greatest. We. Who the fuck is we?
Right. We as French.
Yeah,
We don't agree.
he don't even want you to fucking coexist with him.
Right.
He want to exterminate your black ass.
And you know, you ever notice you watch some dystopian movies of the future,
Yeah.
and they're just white people.
It's never
Yeah.
niggas.
Yeah.
Jake.
They ain't never know Jake.
And then there's one nigga.
One, and but he get killed.
Yeah.
So don't look for a sequel because they find him. They're like the last white man on earth.
Yeah.
I got some.
You guys,
But like the scripture, Isaiah 14, scripture say he gonna cut off son and nephew. He gonna get rid of these
but
devils.
wait a minute. Why didn't it say mother and daughter,
Yeah.
and niece?
Because they don't carry the seed.
Because they know that the man carries the seed.
That's right.
They're gonna copy a woman.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, Shop.
It's Isaiah 50 and
Look, if
29.
you brothers, look, you got a problem with us dealing with the Edomite women, all right?
23.
Right.
You some weak ass niggas, all
That's
right?
it. Hey, even that one sister that Apostle Star did a video on,
Yeah.
she even on there saying, she said, "Get you a white woman."
Yeah. Yeah. You got Jake women out there saying. Remember one Jake sister made a video. She said,
I'm holding that.
She said, I can't. She said, I'm starting to believe that we wicked as hell talking about the black woman.
Yeah.
She said, we the most evilest thing on the earth.
Yep.
that was Jake woman.
What we
Go
need
ahead.
to
Shot got
Go
something.
ahead. Random precepts, man.
Yeah.
It's Jeremiah 50 and 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
Yeah, like the scriptures say, thus with violence. That's how the Lord is gonna take this place down, man.
That's right.
You know? Nuclear missiles.
Hey, because the Most High set you up, and you're gonna go down because the Lord's gonna bring you down. You know, you've outlived your usefulness, man.
Mhm.
You're obsolete. You are
You
obsolete.
Oh man.
Go ahead, Shop.
Verse 24. I have laid a snare for thee.
Right, there it is. That's what the apostle just said.
Yeah,
the
it's
Lord's gonna
really,
take you down.
really all the trap.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? That's what the Lord said. Asaph said it. he said that he set them in slippery
I was
places.
thinking, yeah.
You know, because you know it's like you seem like you were stable, but now you losing that grip that you once had. Yeah, yeah, and you can't. You know how when shit is slippery, you can't even get your balance.
And you can grab and pull people down with you.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah.
Says, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware.
Right, because see, you know, like some people, they'll be in a fight, and they lost the fight, but they don't realize that they lost the fight. They still think they're in it. They knocked out on their feet, you know, still.
What is they fighting the
Oh,
losing fight?
yeah. Oh, you remember the dude? The dude got knocked out, and the ref. When he got back up, he couldn't. He started fighting the referee because he couldn't see.
I got one. Yeah, that's another guy. That guy got hit like that, got knocked out the ring, and got back up, act like the fight never started. like you went in the fight just to, like the fight.
See what dude thought he won.
No, you got knocked out, buddy. That's the Lord, man.
I get the 10 count, yo.
Hey, he running around the ring like
You just get off the floor, buddy.
it's like you know you got hit hard, man.
Even hit you so hard you forget.
But that's how the Lord gonna hit the so-called white man.
That's right, man.
You know?
With a devastating blow.
Yep. And he should be like a wind. Like, hey, his existence, the very existence of this country is gonna pass away, man.
Oh yeah.
Hey, when people see the righteousness, when you see something, when you get something good, it make you like you get with a woman, you fall in love with her, the bitch break your heart. Yeah. Lord might send you a woman to make you forget about that bitch.
Hell yeah.
And the kingdom of heaven is that woman that's gonna make us forget about this whore.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
It says, thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord.
Yeah. Call it your hand in the cookie jar, man.
That's it.
Everything that you do is against the scriptures, man. Yeah. Your lifestyle, like the apostle was saying earlier, man, you were created to be the wicked, and guess what? He's playing that part, man, to a T.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Everything that he does is against the Lord, man, and the Lord is going to bring you down for that, man. All right, go ahead, brother.
It says, verse 25, the Lord hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation.
Right, the nukes.
Yeah, and that's the indignation means righteous anger.
Anger. Yeah.
You know the Most High is gonna be like this. when he sees the missiles flying and Esau getting fucked up, he said, "What is the Lord willing to show his great power, endure with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fit to destruction?"
Absolutely.
So the Lord is very long suffering, and He allows these devils to do what they have to do. But once you go over that boundary, that's it. That's when the Lord starts raining down on you. Because He's gonna rain on you, devils, man. You got more shot.
For this is the work of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Chaldeans come against her from the uttermost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left.
This place is gonna be annihilated, boy.
And there will not be one person here.
No.
You building your bunkers in America, that's gonna be your tomb.
Yeah.
Rick Ross.
Yeah. I heard
Fat.
fake.
I hate that one.
No.
But you build your shelters here in America, that's gonna be your grave. All right? Because there's not gonna be one inhabitant left on the shores of America.
No, he gonna die in one of them Maybachs. Oh, my bunker got a car garage. Yeah, you gonna die one. You gonna die in one of them Maybachs.
Yeah. Anyway, no. Come on.
Do you have more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation.
You know the bullocks is talking about here, it's talking about their military.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Isaiah 34 it speaks about the rams and all that. That's all it's talking about their military.
Okay.
Were you gonna say something, Ash?
No, that's it.
Verse 28, the voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord our power, the vengeance of his temple.
That's what we're doing. We're the ones declaring that, telling the people that the Lord's going to destroy this place. You know, for the great controversy of Jake. And then that's where you got these devils like Vocab talking about that we're not the Israelites, that the curses don't fit us, and this, that, and the other. Because they're trying to find a loophole.
Another way.
There are no loopholes.
That's right.
It's clear what's written, and it's clear that you're going to suffer these things that are written. The only future you nations have is the future of slavery.
That's it.
And that's it.
That's it.
There's no other way around it. You ain't gonna receive salvation like the Israelites are gonna receive salvation. Because even in America, 2/3 of Israel is not gonna make it. So the Most High is not gonna have mercy on 2/3 of Israel. He's gonna have mercy on you heathens. Come on, man. Shit don't really make no sense.
Make it make sense.
This shit bugged out.
Bugged out.
The scripture say when the saints come marching in, or the song say when the saints come marching in.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, we're
the
the
saints.
saints. Exactly. You got it.
Go
Exactly.
ahead, man. It's Israelites, man.
Verse 29, call together the archers against
So like, and I know no motherfuckers hiding a goddamn hole in the wall.
Oh, Lord.
You know?
Underground.
Digging a hole in the wall.
With dirty mattresses.
Yeah, making menorahs out of dirty mattresses.
Man.
Funky.
Oh,
Go
man.
ahead, man.
Hey, the apostles right. They rats. They really rats.
Faces of men.
They really rats. These niggas got tunnels underground.
In New York and all
Right.
places. Yeah, that's
Real.
massive splinter.
Yeah. That's
You know, they massive splinter, man. You know, a nation of massive splinters. You know, these motherfuckers, man. Big fucking rats.
Big, gigantic. Hey, that's what Ezra Pound even did. He did a poem called Rats. Rats. You used to be able to find it on YouTube when he took it off. Somebody who's reading?
Go ahead, man.
Verse 29, call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about, let none thereof escape.
The archers are these different nations that have the nuclear capability.
And according to Ezekiel 38th chapter, the nukes is gonna hit Israel too.
Yeah.
That's right.
So she gonna get you motherfuckers over there too, man.
Yep.
You know?
Rats.
Cleanse you bastards off our land.
Yep. Hey,
That's
that's
right.
scriptural.
You know?
And that's scripture.
It says, recompense her according to her work, according to all that she hath done unto her.
Because that's the only way this place is going to be cleaned up. There's too much blood that's been shed here, too many misdeeds, too many wicked things that have been done here. So for the Lord to be able to cleanse this place. So the only thing that's going to cleanse it is that fire. This is why the Apostle John saw a lake of fire. You know, which he saw the whole of America on fire. Because that's the only thing that can cleanse this place and purify it.
One of the brothers got a YouTube page. Fire cleanses leprosy.
But that's Bishop Ayathan.
See?
Fire cures leprosy.
Yeah, fire cures leprosy. Like
You got it.
For she had been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, said the Lord.
Yeah, because that's going to be the last final war to end all wars. There ain't going to be another war after this. After World War III, there's not going to be any more wars. There ain't going to be a World War IV, World War V, none of that shit.
None of that.
Esau ain't going to come back up out of captivity.
Oh.
You know, once they go down, they ain't coming back up. Because it's Yahushai's kingdom. And Yahushai's kingdom, it's not going to be left to any other people. It tells us that all throughout the scriptures. That no other nation is going to come up and take the Lord down. Are you crazy? Are you mad?
The scriptures say Israel shall dwell alone safely.
Yeah,
You know?
We shall study war no more.
that's it.
Go ahead, brother.
I just want to bring up a scripture that you were going into. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 35, verse 33. It says, "So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it."
That's right, and that's why the majority of them that's here. Well, anyone that's here on the source of America is going to be destroyed. Now, somebody get Isaiah 26 and 20.
All right.
We can go back there and then, you know, shift back over to Obadiah.
This is Isaiah 26 and 20. It says, "Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee.
That's talking about the deliverance, the elect of Israel being beamed up into Yahweh's chariot. And
Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be
because
overpassed."
it's going to take 1 hour for this place to be wiped out. Esau's going to lose his power in 1 hour.
We did all that to build it up,
That's
but
it.
to get taken in 1 hour.
1 hour. That's it. It's going to be a divine takeover. Go ahead, one more.
It says, "For behold, the Lord Yahweh cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity.
Mhm.
The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain."
Right. So disclose means to, you know, to like discover, to be brought out to the forefront. So they're not going to be able to cover up, because you have to remember that the records that we have today of the slaves that were killed in America, of the so-called North American Indians, and the so-called Seminole Indians, the so-called Mexican Indians, all the way from Canada all the way down to South America, we just have an estimation. We don't have an actual number.
All right.
So it's impossible to put a number on the thousands of people that were murdered. You know, in this right, millions that were murdered in this land. So the Lord, when He brings those missiles, is going to cleanse this place to set everything back in its proper order, because that's the only way it can be done. And then, right, and simultaneously with that, the ones that survive are going to go right into captivity to continue to pay. You know? You brothers got it.
Still got your precept.
Yeah. This is Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for their children, for the iniquities of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the places of the world with cities. That's right. So and you always got these people say, well, we didn't do it. We didn't do it. That was something my father did, or my great grandfather did. That's what they did back in the day. That don't matter. You still got to pay for the iniquities of their sins as well.
You are your father.
What
You are your father.
That's right.
You reincarnated, man.
Fuck good. That's
Go
right.
ahead, brother.
For I will rise up against them, says the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and the remnant, and the son and the nephew, says the Lord. So the Lord's gonna cut y'all totally off. Because what the man carries the seed. So that you're gonna be totally cut off. When the scriptures speak about it in Obadiah, you're gonna be, you're gonna serve your time. You're gonna be cut off forever, man. Period. All right.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 5. It says, for her sins have reached unto the heavens, and Yahweh have remembered her iniquities. It says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. All right, so the Lord gonna let us get you back double fold, man. You know, for all the things, all the atrocities you've done, for all the sins you committed against His people, man. The Lord we're gonna get that double trouble, man. All right. It says, she feel. It says she have feel what she have feel to her double. It says how much have she glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. All right, and they have lived deliciously off the back of the children of Israel, man, and throughout the four corners of the earth, man. This devil has he's the what did he call? I can't remember what he called him in that movie, man. But he everywhere he goes is death, man. And destruction.
Harbinger of death.
Harbinger of death. You know, everywhere he goes, everything he touches, man, is death and destruction, man.
Hey, well, since 1492 till they so-called ended slavery, that was all free labor that they had here. The so-called Americas. You got it.
Yeah. It says, for she said in her heart, I said, a queen, I am no widow, I shall see no sorrow. All right, that's the pride of the so-called devil. They think ain't nothing gonna never happen to them. They're gonna be able to go on forever. Like the others going into the G20, 35, meetings, what we gonna do in this time. We're gonna build the infrastructure up. We're gonna build our highways up. We got a 10-year plan on the highway to build it all up. They think this place gonna go on forever. They think
You know what? It's like it.
Whatever.
If you never was to go on for 10 more years, we nobody be fucking dead.
Wouldn't nobody be
Yeah,
dead.
no
Everybody be
flesh be left
fucking
to be
dead.
saved.
Yeah.
There's no flesh be
In
left
the
to be
air
saved.
and GMO weather, GMO foods.
Yeah, life
Everybody be
expectancy is
fucking dead, man.
Yeah.
Brother.
All these sodomites running around, man.
Yeah. And that birth rate is low as shit.
Yeah, 'cause you got a bunch of tallywhackers running around, fighting tallywhackers.
Yeah.
The whole idea. The whole idea of having a family is pretty much destroyed.
Okay.
You know, in this country. You know, so like everybody's pretty much just going through the motions in this fucking place, man. You know, there's nothing enjoyable, and like you know, there's more distractions than enjoyment in life. You know, people distract themselves, and they make it seem like it's a fulfilling thing to do so.
They forcing it.
Yeah, you know, forcing it.
Christmas they forcing it. Thanksgiving they
All
forcing
of
it.
them.
Yeah, this is fun.
They winging it.
You
Man.
know, motherfuckers going on IG and Facebook wishing themselves a happy birthday. Happy birthday to me.
No, for real.
That's what they do.
They
do it all the time.
Fucking
Because you
weirdo.
don't have a family, because you're unbearable.
Got precept.
You're a
Because,
horrible
yeah,
person.
you swallowed the doctrine of this place. Now look at your life. Happy birthday to me. And you holding two balloons. One say 30 and one say 3. one say 3 and one say 2. You say look like a jackass alone holding two
By
balloons.
yourself.
Isaiah 24:11. It says, "There is a cry for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone." So the joy of this place is gone. You can see it, man.
Yeah.
There's no place you can go that you can really say, "Okay, I enjoy myself." I remember back in the 80s and 90s,
Bro.
you probably would, but
Yeah.
now there's nothing. You go somewhere, it's no joy in it, man.
I tell you.
There's no joy in these so-called holidays no more. You can go down the street now. There's one house with one light string. You see Christmas, man. It was one house on one block with one string of lights.
Yeah.
All right, barely people walking.
Yeah.
Like this whole place is just done.
What one brother brought out, even in the nice areas, you ain't see no Christmas carol.
Oh.
You ain't even hardly see no
Salvation
Right.
Army.
No.
I got something. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Really, they just waiting around to be destroyed.
Yeah,
That's it,
basically,
bro.
yeah, missing food.
Back in Revelation, it says, I said a queen, I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. It says,
No, start from the top. Go back to
Oh,
you got to the top.
yeah.
You gotta get all that meat off that bone.
And this Revelation 18 verse 1. It says, and after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened.
Oh, so I thought you was gonna read Isaiah.
Oh, okay.
Isaiah 47, me too.
Yeah, I thought you was reading Isaiah, but no wait, go to Isaiah 47.
I was hoping that.
Because that link up with
Yeah,
Isaiah
that's a
47,
precept,
you know.
No, you gotta finish yours. He holding it.
Okay, it says,
Go back
Back
to the
in-
point that you
Right.
back in verse 8, this is Revelation 18:8. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning, famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord
you
power.
know what? No, people think they go to work. I had a bad day. Well, you ain't never went 3 weeks without eating,
Yeah, that's
motherfucker.
right.
That's right.
In a FEMA camp. The Lord's about to show you a bad day.
Yeah.
What the scriptures say, evil means what? Ill times. So the Lord's about to show you an ill time, son.
He's gonna deal with
What's
everybody's left in his tablet.
That's right.
What's Sarah Connor say? Sarah Connor say anybody without 2,000 sunblock gonna have a bad day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It says, famine, she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord power who judges her. Okay, it says, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her
That's right.
and lament It's like limited for her.
Lament.
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 Not lemonade.
Lament.
She's eliminated.
Tongue twisted. Lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off.
That's gonna be a public destruction.
That's right,
man.
bro. It'll be going down.
All this social media, it's gonna be a public destruction, man. Lord probably gonna have the last person with their phone like, boom.
That's what I think.
Boom.
Hey, it is.
All of it's gonna be
Hey,
distributed.
it's actually a meme. Somebody got a meme out with that the missiles coming up. Motherfuckers holding their
Oh, they phones, yeah.
I was
Boom.
like, look at this shit.
This is gonna be a public annihilation, man.
Wow.
Go ahead, bro.
Look, y'all. They're gonna have it on selfie mode. Look, y'all, it's a missile. I think that's a missile behind them.
This is standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, at last, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. I'm gonna stop right there. I mean, I can get
They got nukes that, man. The scriptures are true. They got nukes that can get here in an hour now.
30 minutes.
The Minuteman nuke. That motherfucker get
hypersonic?
it. Yeah, that motherfucker get here in 30 minutes.
They got a couple subs that's submarines that's been they so-called supposed to be lost that was on the border of America like a year or two ago. So they gonna get here quicker than that. They get quicker than an hour.
And some of those missiles have 100 warriors.
yeah, bro.
Like one missile have 100 warriors, and they all can hit their destination, man. Because the scriptures going to say they're gonna be precise.
Yeah.
They're gonna hit wherever they're supposed to go, man.
All of them.
Lord gonna-
All right,
He
the
gonna
Lord gonna be
overkill this
guiding them
place.
like, boom.
Scripture, I shall overthrow.
Hey, remember that brother? He just had that vision. You know
Oh,
about
yeah.
the nukes.
Right. Yeah.
Then you had. I was watching this a few weeks back. I was watching this guy Mike Adams, the health ranger, and he had Stan Johnson from the Prophecy Club, and a lot of the members of his Christian organization. They've been having dreams of pocket nukes. Going off all throughout America. So hey,
It's going down.
it's going down. Matter of fact, that movie we was watching earlier, The Divide. I think that was on Prime.
Right.
The Divide, it shows you like the nuclear missiles going off, but
Okay.
the people were locked in a so-called cellar.
Oh, yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Right.
But they were locked in there, like
Yeah,
it was like a shelter, a raggedy ass shelter.
I got this Isaiah 47.
Yep.
I'm gonna start at verse 6.
Start from 1, brother.
Start from 1. Good. This is Isaiah 47:1. It said, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate."
Right, because at one time America was known as tender and delicate.
Right.
Remember, the Apostle John looked at her with great admiration. She was the top hoe.
Well,
but then-
I said she was.
She
but
was
then
gorgeous.
but then she hit the wall.
Yes.
When she hit the wall, that was it. It all came crashing down.
Right.
Because they have an expiration date.
God.
Yes.
Verse
Can't
2.
produce no more.
Nah,
And the egg is dead.
the eggs dead. The milk done gone dry.
Verse 2. It said, "Take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers."
Right. That's why you see this immoral, way of life in America. At one time, they didn't have to work as hard as they do now. Especially Esau. They was living it up. But now that the middle class is being cut out, they're in a bad case.
Yeah.
You got it?
It said, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen."
And we're seeing that every day. Every day something new is coming out
Right.
about these devils and the shit that they're doing. The latest is the tunnel rats.
The list just goes on.
And that, like I said, like the elder Asha said, that's just like a more spaghetti for your plate.
Okay.
Got precept.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8. "And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. and shall
Yeah,
destroy.
and you know what? Because this is the year of what being revealed too. Like this is the year of Jacob's trouble, but the Lord been revealing and exposing
More and more.
a lot of Jake, these entertainers.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord, he's been ripping that veil off, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know. So
Yeah.
these people are being exposed, man.
Yeah.
Then those teenage mutant ninja rats.
Yeah.
You know.
Mr. Swallowed.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
wow.
Hey,
Fat freaky nigga.
at one time, you know, a lot of these different meetings were happening in secret.
Yeah.
Yep.
But now they're emboldened to make it out public because they know that their agenda is getting close to being fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting bold.
Yep.
No use for secrecy no more.
Nah, they don't need it.
They don't need it,
You know,
yeah.
they done fulfilled their mission.
Correct.
Yeah, these people are puppets. I'm sorry. These people are puppets. They ain't gonna do shit. Well, I mean, what they gonna do? Oh, look at this. And then they gonna go back to Facebook and IG scrolling. You know, these people are docile.
Well, they already put it to the test with the 19.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
I ain't do shit. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they know you ain't gonna do shit.
Hey, just to back up what you talking about that Facebook and that social media, when the internet shut down, they gonna be bugged out.
I'll bug the hell out.
They gonna be so bugged out because they ain't gonna know what to
I
do.
can't wait.
Because everything gonna stop. They
Man.
not gonna, because people been cut off from. I mean, they going outside is like gonna be foreign. 'Cause
Yeah.
people don't go out. They don't know what they just
go
gonna be
outside.
running around.
Kids
Like,
don't even go
it's gonna be
outside.
the Walking Dead.
You know, they
literally.
go out there. Is your internet on?
Having a normal conversation is gonna be bugged
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Because the average people don't even know how to sit down and have a normal conversation
No,
because of
yeah.
social media
Yeah.
and text message.
Yeah.
And they know that it's a problem because they just did a test study not too long ago. You know, they brought it out in one of those celebrity names. They came out with like 37,000 phones and they sold out immediately, but they have no access to the internet. So they know that it's a problem. They know that people are bugged out, but they sold out in like 2 minutes. People battling for their kids. You have no connection to the internet at all. You can only dial out phone and text. That's it.
Right.
So they know it's people are like zombies, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, but they had a video of people getting you know, the kids, you know, they kids falling in the pool, drowning while they scrolling on social media. They got people.
Yeah. You know, a long time ago, with, the chick that was in the mall, she was texting. She fell in
Right in the water.
I was like, what the fuck? Man.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead.
All right, that was you.
No, those are.
Oh, yeah, come on, bro.
It says, "Whom the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua shall consume
Mm-hmm.
with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming."
Yep.
And everything, it's the same narrative, the same scenario. It's just painted in different ways all throughout the scriptures. From the old to the new to the old. Is there more?
I just want to get that point. That's all.
Who's reading?
Back in Isaiah 47, it said, "Thy naked," verse 3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
That's right.
It says, "As for our Redeemer,"
He said it's written in a different way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Same. It's the
Same
same
thing.
story, but it's just written differently.
Because he said, look, he's gonna destroy and roast the brightness of his coming,
That's
the
right.
chariots.
That's right.
You know,
Yep.
and the same thing right there. Well, I will not meet thee as a man.
That's right.
You know,
In a
he's gonna
different
be a
form.
what? An angelic force.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
something like you never seen before.
That's right.
You know.
And I remember years ago, Pastor Hart, you know, he speaks about it from time to time. That High Priest Ariah used to say that when you read the scriptures, the prophecies pretty much it's the same prophecy,
Yep.
but it's just written in different symbolism,
yeah.
different
Yeah.
ways, different allegories.
Same thing like this. What's that? Second Ezra, 13th chapter.
Yep.
Habakkuk,
Yep.
third
Third
chapter.
chapter, yep.
You know, same thing, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Isaiah 63.
Yep. So Isaiah 63. They all got the same vision.
Right, but it's
You know?
just like it's just painted in a different way, but it conveys the same message.
Some is more detailed.
Right.
Some is, you know.
Some are just like
some is
blunt.
different, you know.
Yeah. That's right, that's right.
God, verse 4, it said, "As for our Redeemer, the Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness."
That's heavy because it says sit thou silent When you go to Daniel the 7th chapter, and I believe also in Revelation 13, it speaks about this horn having a mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So the Lord's saying, shut your mouth up, Hope. Shut the fuck up, Hope.
God.
You know, there's enough talking. Because their tongue races throughout the earth. You know, and this is the reason why the world is the way it is, because America's been the one pushing that whole demonic narrative on the world. So the Lord told her, look, now keep your mouth shut.
Right.
You know, you did what you were supposed to, now keep your damn mouth shut.
Take this.
No more talking.
That's it. That's it. Shut up, Hope.
It says,
Get ye into darkness.
it says, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Now get back in the corner with the rest of the rats. It's a joke.
In that suit.
It said, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms.
Right. Remember the mistress of witchcraft, the lady of kingdoms. You know, I shall not, know the loss of children, so on and so forth. You are gonna lose in a bad way.
Right.
Because they're not used to losing.
Right.
They're used to winning.
Right.
And even when things don't go their way, they still win. Because they're still on top. But when they lose everything, that's gonna be the greatest upset in the history of the world. These devils losing all this great power that they have. And they're not just gonna give it up.
No.
You know?
All right.
Yeah, it said the other nations are going to actually be crying. They're looking and they're going to be mourning.
Yeah, because they're gonna be able to make them more money. Yeah.
Yep.
They ain't gonna be crying because they're gonna be sorry for
Right,
themselves.
yeah. Like, damn.
Shit,
I had money invested over
Yeah.
there.
I ain't send no more chicken over
right. Same way.
Verse 6, it says, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very, very heavily laid thy yoke.
Right.
And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever. So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart.
Right, you didn't think about it. See, because whenever you do something, whether it's business, whatever it is, you're supposed to sit down and count the costs, as it says.
You didn't think about the ramifications.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, they're supposed to, sit down and analyze, the pros, the cons, and all of that.
Yeah.
They
He didn't do a
that.
diligent search.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
He did it, but he didn't do it on this.
Right.
He didn't
That's
consider
it.
that this part.
That's
It
it.
says, neither didst thou remember the latter end of it.
Oh, that's why I said song that I thought
That I was altogether such a one,
yeah,
is that so?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's like, the most high gotta be with me, so I'm gonna keep doing this shit.
Yeah.
Precept.
And the thought that come to mind of that is that it's when you look in the slavery times where they showed all our people hanging and they sitting there smiling, they cheesing,
Postcards.
postcards and all of that, and it's like
They still got that coat going around with the human skin.
Yeah.
Floating around.
Yeah.
They're
Hey,
proud of it.
Proud of
that comedian, Edomite comedian, maybe a Jake. He said that you go to different time periods. It was good being a so-called white person.
Bill,
Yeah.
Bill Burr do the Jake.
Yeah.
Bill Burr.
Hold on.
Is that the one?
No,
that-
you're talking about Bill Burr.
At the
Is
end,
he the
You
older
talking
guy?
about the one that's still alive?
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr, yeah.
The older guy?
He's Jake, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
I know,
funny as
yeah.
hell.
Then
I know
he
exactly what you're
finally said, but for now,
Yeah, bro.
So whoop it up.
Yeah,
But there's
Yeah.
payment is coming.
yeah.
But y'all got it.
Jeremiah 49:12. For thus said the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
That goes hand in hand with Nahum. Because the Lord said he would not at all acquit the wicked. Devil don't want to pay, he ain't gonna make himself pay. Well, he's in power, but the Lord's gonna make him pay.
That's right.
Is there more to that?
Yeah, one more verse. For verse 13, for I have sworn by myself, said the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste.
Right, and that's gonna be the memorial. This place is gonna be set up as a memorial for all time.
Right.
You know, what's that over there, Daddy? That's right there. That's Babylon the Great.
That's
You
it.
know, that was they were in power at one time, rulership. There was all kind of freakism going on. Oh, baby, Daddy. Yes.
Stuff you ain't never heard of.
Right.
You better tell your children that.
Yeah.
Stuff you never heard of.
Right. And don't want to know.
Don't want to know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, back in Isaiah 47, verse 8, it said, "Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, whoa, and none else beside me, I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children." Sure. But he's whoa.
Yeah.
Proud, man. It said, "But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments."
Right, because the Most High ain't gonna miss. It's gonna be a surgical strike on America, so it's gonna be perfect.
Good.
You know, there's not gonna be another strategy ever in war that is as perfect as this strike that the Most High gonna do on America, Babylon the Great.
Verse 10, it said, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge,
Yeah.
it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me." So they think they like the Most High, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
go ahead with your precept, brother.
This is Sirach chapter 10 and verse 7. It says, "Pride is hateful before Yahweh and man,
All right.
and by both doth one commit iniquity. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another." Right, which goes to show you that what Esau, Edom, all right, he's unprofitable to the earth, man. All right, and that's why, hey, man, that's why Yahweh Shai has to take this man out, because his whole MO is what, just like how it says in St. John the 10th chapter, the thief cometh not but to steal, kill, and destroy. And what is he doing? He's going around throughout the four corners of the earth, depleting the earth's resources, right? Wearing out the earth, wearing out the nation of Israel, are the Lord's people. All right, so the Lord is gonna take this man out, man. Point blank, period. Man.
Go ahead,
All right,
man. Beautiful.
no question about it, man.
That's right, bro.
You know,
No ifs, ands, or
That's
buts.
crazy. The spirit, man. I was watching this video the other day, man. They had, I guess it was overseas, but they had ducks. They said they used the ducks, man, for what he saw you for fertilizer. The ducks eat all the grubs and everything. They had ducks, and but they wouldn't eat the crops. And it was spiritual shit. I said, I'm like, what the fuck? I said, they got them eating all of it, but Esau got this chemical he putting down. They just had the ducks grow, and when the ducks got through cleaning, the rows was they ate the weeds, the bugs, and everything. It was actually a natural fertilizer. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Why did this dude gotta use skin? He just the fucking devil, man. You know, because Yahweh Shai make everything an ecosystem. Everything got a balance to it, man. Stinging, man. Go ahead, bro.
Proverbs 6:16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yet 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift running to mischief. Right, and that's all Esau, Edom right there. All right, prideful. All right, constantly lying. All right, constantly shedding blood. All right, to 12 tribes of Israel, and plus though, the whole earth. The heathens, the animals.
Yeah.
All right. It says, "in heart that deviseth wicked."
And basically, nobody's safe from it.
Yeah, man. Oh, man.
Anybody can get it.
Hey, you motherfuckers,
these motherfuckers. They making bunkers, right? And then all of a sudden you start hearing about disease X.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And then so like then you start hearing it's the same labs in China.
Yeah.
It's the same labs in China that's doing gain of function research, and and it's like what the fuck, man? It's like it's like you telling on yourself. You're building a bunker now we got the threat of this disease coming out, and he try to make it like he's a prophet, but it's really him.
Yeah.
He's the fucking devil.
Here's the false prophet.
He try to another pandemic may show up. And you're already cooking this shit up.
I'm saying it's not even believable. Right. He's a pandemic.
Yeah.
He's a
Well, my man said that. I don't know what movie that was. He said, "You're a virus. Everything you touch, that
You destroy it.
I got something after you, brother."
Like Proverbs 6:18 says, "A heart that devises wicked imaginations." Right. So y'all minds is constantly, trying to figure out how to, constantly keep Israel down. All right. How to constantly oppress them. How to constantly oppress the earth. All right.
Yeah, it says they sleep not unless they done wickedness, and
Yeah,
the sleep is taken away unless they cause something to fall.
Oh, yeah.
For they eat the bread of wickedness. Yeah.
Says feet that be swift and running to mischief. Right. Constantly making war with the other nations. All right. That's them, swift. It's like feet that be swift and running to mischief. All right.
Yeah.
That was it.
But also his laws, like the scripture say, what are you that decree unrighteous decrees? He passed all these. Well, now he's passing all these different
Bills.
draconian laws.
Draconian,
Very extreme, oppressive laws, man. To the point that you won't be able to, live in this society. He want to put complete hell on you. Till you don't have anything, and basically till you completely subjugate to him.
Yep. And he wants to marry 3 and 5 year olds.
Yes.
We got a problem with you having 2 wives.
But you can't collect rainwater.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
What's how chickens have your own eggs? All that shit is just nonsense. You can't do that.
This nigga's crazy.
It's crazy.
All these kids coming up missing in America, and then you find tunnels with these rats down there.
Ain't nobody with the
The
jail.
humankind.
No indictments.
And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they found kids
But
and didn't say nothing.
Yeah. Even when they had the remember the place in New York, they had the body party. Who got a daddy behind that? And they got people.
Even these hotels with tunnels.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's
These
crazy.
hotels,
Man.
like you should be closing these places down. They got
Yo.
hotels with tunnels built in the room.
No one's with the jail.
Like nobody's going to jail. These places are not getting shut down, man. But they're being exposed. All right, but that's all right. You building a case like the feds.
Right.
Build a case
You got all
before they come get you.
got paper.
Well, your case is built. They
You
already
got
know
that paper
everything that you've done. They done heard the messages. They done tapped your phone.
Yep.
They done did everything they did. So when they come to your doorstep, there's really nothing you can do but cop a plea. Hey, I did.
You
I'll
got
take a
underground
lesson.
highways and shit, man.
Yeah, man. Whole
You
tunnel.
you can take semi trucks
Cities.
to them and all kind of shit, man.
Man, see, this is the wicked, man.
Hey, with that,
Yeah,
that's
go ahead,
perfect. This is Hosea 4:1. He said, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy." And the word controversy is strife, or either what's the other one? Good. Hold on. I looked it up earlier. Dispute. He said, "Hear the word of the Lord, children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy, a strife, dispute with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the power in the land."
Right. And they shit on the truth.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
They shit on the truth. They don't want nobody to speak truth.
Gone.
They want their truth to be spoken. You know, which is lies.
Which is like, yeah.
Which is lies.
They'll
yeah.
take your page
You know?
down.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Say certain words, man, they'll take your page down.
Yeah.
All right, they say you got freedom of speech, but there's no freedom because as soon as you say something they don't like, they'll take your whole page down. All right, go ahead.
By swearing and lying and killing and stealing.
Swearing, lying,
Killing.
and stealing.
Yeah.
Bars.
and committing adultery
Yep.
and breaking out and blood touches blood. Therefore shall their land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish.
Yep.
With the beast of the field and with the fowl of heaven. Yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. So, hey, Lord, Yahweh Shai is going to take this place away, man, with thermonuclear destruction, man.
Right.
Yeah, it's nothing you're gonna be able to say, do, or nothing, man. It's all right. Hey, what your brother said in Ten Commandments, so it's written, so shall it be done.
Hey, when Obadiah says that if grape gatherers came to you, they would leave some.
That's
leaving.
right. We release something. Yep.
But then when Yahweh Shai come back, he ain't gonna leave shit.
You ain't leave nothing, man.
Nothing.
He gonna wipe you out.
Yeah. Nothing gonna be here but doleful creatures.
To close up.
Okay. This is I'm gonna finish this. It's only 5 more verses in Isaiah. All right, it says, "Therefore shall evil come upon thee; thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee; thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know."
No escaping.
That's it. Nowhere to hide. It says, "Stand now with thee." It says, "Stand now with thine enchantments, and with thy multitude of sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit. If so be thou mayest prevail." So the Lord,
Nothing.
yeah,
Nothing you can do.
yeah, you can call who you want to call.
You can call Ghostbusters or whatever.
Yeah, you can call who you want to call.
Yeah.
Who you gonna
Let those guys you have chosen say.
Verse 13, it said, "Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsel. Let now thy astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators
Yeah.
stand up and save thee. From these things thou shalt come upon thee." So the Lord is like, well, hey man, you go get your biggest person that you can get, man. There's nothing that he's going to be able to do.
That's why when they see the chariots, they be flipping out, man. You know, when they see the chariots, because they know they can't do nothing with them. You know?
The heathen are dismayed. At the sight
Yeah,
of
they
the
go, oh shit, man, what is you?
Verse 14.
Is this our day?
Boy, they know that they hovering up there, and one day they're gonna come down.
That's it.
Yeah.
They're gonna swing low, they're gonna grab the elect, and then they're gonna bust Esau's ass.
Buster,
That's
yeah.
right. Quick precept for you.
Good.
In the book of Judges, chapter 10, verse 14, it says, "Go and cry unto the gods which you have chosen, let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation."
That's
Right? You know, that was going to Israel, but the same thing. All those witchcraft, all those things you put yourself into, man, that you thought was going to be able to go get you, help you fight against the Lord, let them things save you in that time, man.
Yeah, let another bitch spit on your head.
Good.
I'll start throwing punches, man. They clapping. Do it.
Verse 14. It says, "Behold, they shall
I
be."
was throwing curses on them,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah, that's right.
Because they said, who you talking about that lady?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she was supposed to so-called Brazilian.
Yeah.
Verse 14. It said, "Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored. Even thy merchants from thy youth, they shall wander every one to his quarter. None shall save thee."
And that goes hand in hand with Revelation 18.
Right.
It's the same thing, just told a little different.
Yes, sir. Hey, so the Lord is coming with great power And Esau, man, your day is coming, man.
That's right.
Your day is coming, and it's near. All right. We ain't finna wait. The Lord willing, we'll have to be here another 3-4 years.
Yes, sir.
You know.
It's the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 4. It says, knowest now not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. So this is just a short moment, just like the affliction of Israel, just a short moment. That Esau Edom is going to be able to triumph and be on top. And it says, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reaches unto the clouds. So dealing with, all the things we talk about, the pride and his excellency. It says, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eyes also which saw him shall see him no more. Neither shall his place any more be behold him.
That's why I made that statement earlier. When you got your heart broken by a woman and you meet a better, more beautiful, younger woman, she'll make you forget all about that. Hey, that's how the kingdom of heaven. When we get the kingdom, we're gonna forget about this damn place. We're gonna want to remember America. We're gonna when we get the kingdom, we're gonna rarely visit this place. We're gonna be so busy enjoying our kingdom that we're not gonna talk a lot about this place, man.
It's gonna be written about. It's gonna be here as a memorial, but we ain't gonna be. I mean, if you want to come through here, visit, but there ain't gonna be nothing here. Wild creatures and desert animals. And before we close out, I just wanted to say that we had this is a camp. We had it indoors because the weather out here is crazy. It's like right now it says it's 11 degrees outside, so. So we did, the class. Next week is supposed to warm up into the 40s and 50s. So Lord's will, next week we'll be back out on the streets. So whoever got it.
So with that, we'll give all praise and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the elders of GMS. Also salutations to the rest of the occupant pushing the truth. And also shalom to the rest of the hopeful like people.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Hit it.
They just got nasty at the world,
Oh, bro, that shit.
Okay.
They switched it up.